Hello and welcome to the Red Bull Ring for the Invictus Racing League Equal Performance Austrian Grand Prix. This is it. This is the season opener for the F1 Equal League here on the Invictus Racing League channel, and I hope that you're as excited about this race as I am, as now we already see drivers starting to make their way out on track to start their qualifying lap. I want to apologize for those viewing on Twitch for the late start. We have had some technical difficulties basically for the past 30 minutes or so. So it's just been a real hassle to try and get everything figured out, as now you see Tamworth Fox in the Racing Point machine now going out to take his lap. Currently having some audio issues as well. I want to apologize for that. I'm trying to get it figured out here, but I have no idea what's going on. I guess today is just going to be plagued by technical difficulties, but we're going to work through it anyway, and we're going to watch some amazing racing here. As right now you see Tamworth Fox and Ben Musket are the only drivers right now out on the track for their outlap, and as I say that, Foxy Red, M. Doran, and BSR Marquesas has also joined the pack. Right now you see TB right there in the Toro Rosso. I'm trying desperately to try and get this audio situation worked out. I see that now we have a new viewer on Twitch. Welcome. Don't worry, do not adjust your computer volume at all. This is actually just an issue with the game itself, to where we have absolutely no audio whatsoever. The audio refuses to work. Hopefully it will work for the race, but nonetheless, we're going to watch qualifying here, as I just cannot figure out the problem here. Currently, as you can see on your screen, no one has set a time just yet, but we have about 4 drivers currently on their outlap and a few more about to set a timed lap here. Riding on board with the Racing Point machine of Tamworth Fox. Foxy Red, though, in the Alfa Romeo has set the fastest time of the session so far with a 1:08.571. So far, the only time on the board. If you're just joining us on Twitch, welcome, and I'm sorry for the lack of audio. We have basically had technical difficulties after internet connection problems, followed by more technical difficulties for about the past 30 or 40 minutes. And this is just going to be a day that's plagued with them, and we're just going to have to work through it, as now you see Ben Musket has set the fastest time of the session so far with a 1:06.233. And just as I say that, VSR Marquez is now at the top of the board with a 1:04.177. Only 3 drivers so far setting a timed lap. So now we can get a look at the tires that everybody is running. Ben Musket of the 3, and oh my goodness, what happened there? LR, Mr. Stem 96. I don't even know this man. He wasn't in the lobby beforehand, at least not that I noticed, but he just came in here and just completely plowed another car. I have no idea. I mean, it's just qualifying. Everyone will be okay. They can pit, get their car repaired, get back out on the track. Just not sure what happened there. To clarify, I'm not saying he doesn't belong in here. I just simply did not see him in the lobby beforehand. But, as I said, it's just been constant issues today. Issues with the stream, issue with connection. It's just ridiculous right now. But sometimes that's a necessary evil that you have to deal with in the world of esports. As now Tamworth Fox in the Racing Point machine is the second fastest qualifier so far with a 1:04.939, with VSR Marquesas on the top of the board right now with a 104.177. Scope Filter in the Renault is third, a 104.977. CPI Alex B in fourth with a 105.274. Ben Musket in fifth with a 106.233. TB23, 106.331 in the sixth position. Foxy Red, seventh with a 108. Ninth is Aaron JS, though he has not yet completed a lap, as now we see Partridge 99 in the fourth position in a Mercedes with a 105.273. With Tamworth Fox now pulling into the pits, we're going to watch Partridge ride on board with him, actually. It looks like everybody is electing to take the soft tires right now. So if we have the entire field starting on soft tires, then look for pit stops to start about 5 to 7-ish laps in. As just an approximate guess right there. However, just as I say that, I noticed that TB23 has actually set his time on hard tires right now. Or rather, he is currently fitted the hard tires. Still with Partridge as he pulls into the pits. Now going to watch Scope Filter as he begins another outlap for him. Currently in the third position is Scope Filter with a 104.977. On board with Scope. Very smooth into that corner. Of course, this is just an outlap right now. 9 drivers currently have set a time. Aaron JS, LR Mr. Stim 96, and White Fountain, the only 3 drivers so far that have not set a time in this session. Still trying to figure out this audio issue. I apologize sincerely. I promise you, it's probably driving me crazier than it's driving anyone that's watching. Scope Filter coming up on CPI Alex there. CPI Alex was just in the dirt a little bit, but no contact. Everyone got through clean. That's always good to see. CPI Alex must be having some issues, but that or just letting another driver by. I actually believe he was just letting another driver by there. As we have just under 10 minutes remaining in this session, VSR Marquez is still your leader so far with a 104.177, followed by Tamworth Fox in second and Scope Filter in the third position. Right now we see Partridge in the Mercedes. He is on his outlap as we go watch Scope Filter and see how he does with his time lap this time around. But he will not as he pulls into the pits. Not happy with that lap. Not happy with the adjustments he's made. So Scope Filter goes back into the pits, and right now we see our current pole sitter of VSR Marquez in the Williams out on the track trying to set an even faster lap than a 104.177 that he has on the board right now, going under the Fanatics banner. Will he be able to improve on his time? Yes, he will. VSR Marquez is now the fastest lap, even faster than his previous. It's a 1:03.914. Currently the only driver to break into the 1 minute 3 second lap times in this session with just over 8 minutes remaining. Foxy Red in second right now with a 1:04.849. Tamworth Fox in third, 1:04.939. 1:04.977 belongs to Scope Filter in fourth. Fifth is Partridge with a 105.273. CPI Alex in sixth with a 105.274. Ben Musket M. Doran, TB23, and Aaron JS. That is your top 10 as Aaron JS, LR and Mr. Stim 96, and White Fountain have yet to set a time. And VSR Marquez, apparently something has happened. It's actually started raining in this session now. So That's going to put a spanner in things. Raining in the qualifying session with all these drivers out there on the soft tires, undoubtedly they're going to be pitting to take on what I would assume to be full wets. Of course, we can hear the rain, but not the engine noises. I'm sorry, but I just cannot stress how crazy that makes me. But as I said, sometimes this is just what happens. This is a necessary evil that you have to deal with in the world of esports. And well, in real life, and really in any form of racing, and even digital racing, if there's a race, there's going to be rain. So that is also a necessary evil that you have to deal with in life, and apparently even in esports. Rain loves racing. Unfortunately, rain also cancels racing at least in my area. My area where there's a lot of short tracks and, oval tracks around. You can't race on the rain in there. Not on those tracks. So more times than not, I've been to races that it just starts pouring and all of a sudden the whole thing is canceled. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that today. Still, only 10 drivers have set a time. Aaron JS and LR Mr. Stim 96, the only two who've not yet set a time. VSR Marquez is still up front thus far. Right now we're riding on board with Tamworth Fox in the Racing Point machine. His best time so far is a 104.939. Though I highly doubt he's going to improve on his lap this time around, considering the weather that we're having right now. VSR Marquez is the first driver to pit for rain tires on the intermediates right now. At least that's what he selected. He has not yet came out of the pits. Look for him to come out soon, maybe try to make a lap. But why Tamworth Fox has not pitted that last time around to put on full wets or intermediates, I have absolutely no idea. I mean, you're not going to set a fast time in these conditions on the soft tires. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. Looking at Scopefielder now, who is also still on the soft tires, but look for him to maybe pit this time around. Just under 5 minutes remaining. I feel as though on the left of your screen, that is how they're going to line up for this race. As you can obviously tell that it is raining and Tamworth Fox has retired from this session, so he will not be putting in another lap this time. Scopefielder pulling into the pits. He will not be setting a lap this time. Four minutes and 8 seconds remaining. And only one driver out on track. That's TB23, who apparently he just got into the grass. His best time is 10th fastest with a 106.331. He's now pulling into the pits. No use staying out there on soft tires with it raining like it is. Though I'm surprised that VSR Marquez has chose to, in fact, never mind, he is now on his outlap. VSR Marquez is on his outlap on the intermediate tires, trying to maybe set a fast lap, but having a lot of trouble in that corner. And I think he may be done. VSR Marquez, your current pole sitter, has just came to a stop in the grass. And now he is back in the garage. He is done, at least for that time around. We have only 3 minutes remaining. I don't really see any drivers fitting the intermediate tires to go back out there and try setting a lap. You're just not going to be able to set a fast lap on intermediates or full wets when everyone else has been able to set laps on soft tires. It's just not going to happen. So we're going to have to run out the clock here. Currently no drivers out on track. Only 2 drivers have even decided to switch over to the intermediates, them being VSR Marquesas and TB23. TB23, 10th fastest right now. That is dead last on the board of the drivers who have set a time. He's going to go out there on intermediates, try to set a faster time than what he already has. And really, in his position, I don't see that he has anything to lose. He's already dead last on the grid of the drivers who have set times. He might as well fit some intermediates, go out there, run a hard lap, maybe see if you can get up the board a little bit. That Toro Rosso goes real wide, though, in that corner. He may have intermediates on, but he's definitely struggling, that's for sure. What does he do in this corner? Does he hold the line? Yes, he does, and he gets through there relatively smoothly, actually. This is still his outlap. This is not time yet. Just 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in this session now. So he's probably only going to have a chance to set one time lap on these tires. And I don't know if it's going to be any better than a 106. I don't know if it's going to be any better than even a 105, further up the board. But he has absolutely nothing to lose right here as he rounds the final corner. And he's going to start his time lap now. TB23 in the Toro Rosso. Gets way loose coming out of that corner, but he holds on to it. This corner definitely proving to be a problem child for TB as he goes way wide on that corner. I dare say he's not going to improve his lap this time around, but you have to respect the determination of this driver. On board with TB, he's using up every bit of racetrack he possibly can, running right over the curbs. This will likely be his final lap as he goes way, way wide and through the grass out of the final corner. Will not improve his time this time around. Hey, we have audio now. What magic that is, as TB23 officially winds up in the 10th position. He was the last driver on the grid to set a time. And now you see your starting lineup for the Austrian Grand Prix. We have VSR Marquesas in first, followed by Foxy Red in second, Partridge in third, Tamworth Fox in fourth, Scope Fielder in fifth, CPI Alex B in the 6th position, Ben Musket in 7th, 8th is M. Doran, 9th is White Fountain, TB23 in 10th, Aaron J.S. in 11th, and 12th is LR Mr. Stim 96. Those two drivers did not set a time. Only 10 drivers were able to set a time. The fastest being VSR Marquesas with a 1:03.914. Congratulations to our pole sitter, and here very shortly we will get the first race of the Invictus Racing League F1 Equal Performance Series underway. And I am just as excited as you are. I am just as excited as any of the drivers in this field here today. As now we see the weather has cleared up. That is definitely a good sign to see. Definitely going to make for some amazing racing here tonight. Again, VSR Marquesas is your pole sitter. And here momentarily the drivers will line up and they will begin their formation lap. Then we can get this race underway. This is the first points paying race of the season. We had 2 preseason races the past 2 weeks, so this is the official start of the season here at the Red Bull Ring for the Austrian Grand Prix. And you know, what better of a track to choose for an official opener than this track right here? I mean, of course, when you look back in real life in Formula One, of course, a few weeks ago, Max Verstappen in the Red Bull, he was able to put a slight hindrance to the Mercedes dominance in this season and actually grab a win here. So in real life, it definitely produces some amazing racing. And I hope the same goes for esports as well, as now we see all the drivers are lined up and they are on the grid, about to start the formation lap now. Going down the grid just one more time, we have VSR Marquez in the first position, followed by Foxy Red in that Alfa Romeo in second. The Mercedes of Partridge 99 in third, followed by the Racing Point Machine of Tamworth Fox, Scope Builder in the Renault in the fifth position, and another Racing Point Machine of CPI Alex B in the sixth position. Seventh is Ben Muscat in the McLaren, M. Doran in a Ferrari in the eighth position, White Fountain in ninth, TB23 in 10th, both in Toro Rossos, Aaron JS in a Ferrari in the 11th position, and LR Mr. Stim 96 in a Haas in the 12th position. That was the driver who there was some contact in qualifying between him and a couple other drivers. I switched over at the very last minute to where I only saw the end of it. So I don't know what happened there, but obviously he did not get a chance to set a time. He will be starting this race from the back of the field. The Alfa Romeo and the Williams, VSR Marquez and Foxy Red 2000. Their cars are actually ghosted right now. Excuse me. I think they're just kind of having a little fun with each other and having fun with the game programming. But the fun is over, unless, of course, you count 36 laps of racing fun, and I certainly do. And here we go. The drivers are on the grid, and they are ready. They have itchy pedal feet, as now we have 5 red lights up in the air, and now they are off. Green flag is in the air, and the first race for the F1 Equal Series Invictus Racing League is now underway. This is the Austrian Grand Prix, as now Foxy Red had the advantage going into the first corner, but VSR Marquez is in the Williams, just completely powered by, had the momentum on that outside, but he is receiving a lot of pressure from Partridge 99 in the Mercedes already, and we're just in the third corner. Three-way battle for the lead right now. That is VSR Marquez in first, Partridge 99 in the Mercedes in second, Foxy Red 2000 in the Alfa Romeo in the third position. Gonna ride on board with Foxy Red as he is trying to make a move on that Mercedes right now, and he almost made it stick, but he backed out of it, thought better of it. 1, 2, and 3 have now fallen into a line, a single file line around this racetrack. No pressure from behind as Foxy Red receiving. Scope Filter in fourth is right behind him, but not very close to him just yet, though he is gaining on him ever so slightly. Ben Muscat is in the fifth position right now. He is in the McLaren. Right now, the whole field is just nose to tail in a single file line. No passes for position thus far, as VSR Marquez has already gotten out to a 1.349 second lead. I do believe there are some technical issues. Give me just a moment and I will work this out. My apologies there. There was a major issue, and I hate that we had to leave and walk away from the action, as we have 2 DNFs of M. Doran and White Fountain. not sure what happened there. I don't remember where they were running. As I said, tonight it is going to be plagued by technical difficulties. It's ridiculous, but we are going to get this race underway. We're going to get this broadcast underway as we are still riding on board with Scopefielder. As he is trying to chase down that Alfa Romeo of Foxy Red. Foxy Red in the third position, chasing down that Mercedes of Partridge 99, but the whole field is chasing the Williams of VSR Marquesas. Foxy Red has the DRS. Is it going to be enough for him to even try to make a pass? Not this time around, but he gets really close, almost to the bumper of that Mercedes. Scopefielder now trying to put his nose into this mix. He is slowly coming up from behind Foxy Red. He's watching this battle, and he's really hoping they make a mistake. Lap 4 of 36. Foxy Red still in the third position, chasing down that Mercedes. I thought maybe he was going to get a little more of an advantage going into that corner, but he did not. However, he has the DRS now, and he has the slipstream. He's going to try to use it to get by the Mercedes. Will he be able to make the pass? He is on the inside. He has the preferred line, and Foxy Red clears the Mercedes. Foxy Red now in the second position, chasing down the Williams of VSR Marquesas. Partridge 99 going to have to settle for the third position, at least for now. But look for him to be making a comeback as he is chasing down that Alfa Romeo. So battle for position mid-pack as CPI Alex just made a move on Ben Musket for that fifth position. That puts Ben back to the sixth position in that McLaren. CPI Alex has a fast racing point machine here today, that's for sure, as he has got an absolute mirror full of Ben Musket behind him, and now there's a car that's went wide. A car has went wide. That was LR Mr. Stem. LR Mr. Stem went just a little bit wide. He did not wreck. He rejoined the race. Nobody's away any worse for wear. You see TB right there. He is in the 10th position. VSR Marquesas, 3.7 seconds separates him and Foxy Red in the second position. But Foxy Red cannot worry about that Williams right now, as he just has an absolute mirrorful of Partridge when Partridge just throws it on in there. There was contact. Foxy Red now dropping back down to the fourth position. Partridge in the sixth. Partridge just sailed that car right on in there, and they locked the wheels, and they were both off the track momentarily. Partridge in the seventh position. Foxy Red has rejoined the race in the fourth position, but no doubt about it, Foxy Red has to be absolutely fuming. He had such a good run going. He was running into second position, and now that has just been taken away, and he is not even on the podium right now. It's only lap 5 of 36. Plenty of time for recovery, but track position is so valuable in these races. Meanwhile, CPI Alex, through all that mess, has now worked his way up to the third position, with Scopefielder inheriting the second position, though that is almost a full 5 seconds behind VSR Marquesas. Nobody has anything for that Williams, at least right now. Right now you see Foxy Red, who is now under pressure from the Ferrari of Aaron JS. I'd almost guarantee that Foxy Red has some wing damage, just to say the least. In fact, you can see it there. He actually does have plenty of wing damage. On that right side, yeah, plenty of wing damage right there on that right side of the wing. So that is definitely hindering the performance of that car. Look for Aaron JS to be making the move around him very, very shortly, as now you see VSR Marquesas has a 3-second time penalty. Not going to hurt him too bad, though, at least not right now, as he is 5.5 seconds ahead of Scopefielder. But right now we are watching the battle between Foxy Red and Aaron JS, Alfa Romeo versus the Ferrari. Foxy Red has wing damage, Aaron JS does not, therefore The Ferrari should be making that move very, very shortly. I'm honestly surprised that Foxy Red has not pitted yet, though apparently the car is handling just fine for him. That's more than I could say for myself if I was out there. So far, Foxy Red holding on to that 4th position, but he has a miracle. He has a bumper full of Aaron JS in that Ferrari. Aaron JS gained an enormous amount of time going into that corner, but Foxy Red had a great exit. Now riding on board with Partridge 99. He is chasing Tamworth Fox. He is in the 7th position. Tamworth Fox in the 6th position. Partridge has the DRS, but remember, he was the other car involved with the contact with Foxy Red. I'd say he probably has wing damage as well. I do not see any, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. Lap 8 of 36, and the whole field has already gotten pretty strung out. Not a lot of battle for position right now, although there is a 3-way battle for position right now for the 4th position, mind you, of Foxy Red, Aaron JS, and Tamworth Fox in the Racing Point machine, who we're riding on board with right now. Aaron JS trying absolutely everything he can to get by that Alfa Romeo of Foxy Red. But it's not going to work. Foxy making that car just about as wide as the racetrack and then some. Aaron JS got in the dirt just a little bit, and now that's going to allow Tamworth Fox to close in on that Ferrari. Tamworth Fox now right on the bumper of that Ferrari. He's going to get the DRS here very shortly. But first they're going to have to go into this corner, and Tamworth Fox was going to try to make a move, but then he pulled out. He thought better of it. And truthfully, that was probably the best decision that he could have made. Had he tried making that move, then it would have just been a big wreck going into that corner. But he has the advantage this time, and he has the preferred line. Will he be able to make it? He does go just a little bit wide, and that allows Aaron JS to get back on the inside of him. Now Aaron JS fighting back with Tamworth Fox, trying to get that 5th position back, but he will not be able to do it, at least not in this corner, as Tamworth Fox officially clears Aaron JS, and he is now officially in the 5th position, chasing down Foxy Red for 4th. On board with Tamworth Fox, just so you can see how close, but just how far Foxy Red is. And that's only for the 4th position that you see up ahead. VSR Marquesas now has a 7.5 second lead over the 2nd place running car of Scopefielder. Scopefielder, of course, has a 3.5 second advantage over the 3rd place car. No battles for the lead up front. Nothing to worry about there. The only battle we have to worry about is Tamworth Fox and Foxy Red. Racing Point versus Alfa Romeo, and Aaron JS in the Ferrari sticking his nose in there as well, and then Partridge 99 in the 7th position, also trying to see if he can enter into this battle. Gonna ride on board with Foxy Red. Tamworth Fox was able to get by him. Foxy Red's going to try to make a move on Tamworth Fox's inside into this next corner. They are side by side and wheel to wheel, and a big lockup from Foxy Red. And there is contact between him and the Racing Point machine. Both of them go wide, and that allows Aaron JS to go on the inside and make a move for position. Aaron JS in the 5th position right now, all the way back in the 6th, probably going to go back into the 7th position. Aaron JS in the 6th, Tamworth Fox in 5th. Foxy Red in the 4th position. What a battle we just saw right there, and it's not even over. As Aaron JS is all over the back of that Racing Point machine, and the Racing Point is all over the back of that Alfa Romeo. And guess what? Just behind Aaron JS is that Mercedes of Partridge 99. A 4-way battle, completely nose to tail here, for only the 4th position. This is only for the 4th position. This isn't even for the lead. As now we see Tamworth Fox making a move under Foxy Red, and he will get that position back. Foxy Red going to try to defend, but I don't think it's going to work. He will not be able to get a run going into this next corner as he did a lap ago. Foxy Red is going to have to settle for what has now become the 4th position since pit stops have officially gotten underway. BSR Marquesis, who was our leader, is now in the 7th position. He made a pit stop, rejoining this race in the 7th position. That gives Scopefiller the lead, at least for now. As now you see TB23 has a 3-second time penalty from the stewards. This battle, though, showing no signs whatsoever of conceding at all. Aaron JS in the Ferrari all over the back of Foxy Red. This is for the 3rd position right now, as Scopefilter has pitted, and CPI Alex has now inherited the lead thus far, followed by Tamworth Fox in 2nd, Foxy Red in 3rd, Aaron JS in 4th, and Partridge 99 in the 5th position. This battle has actually decided to calm down just a little bit, but guess what? Our leader, who had such a huge advantage, then he made a pit stop. He is now entering this battle. We're riding on board with BSR Marquesis as he slowly but surely closes in on that 5th place car of Partridge 99. He's going to have 4 cars to deal with ahead of him, all within about a second of each other. We're going to ride on board with him as he has absolutely the best view in the house. As you saw there, Partridge 99 got a little bit loose. Very little contact between him and BSR Marquesis. Marquesis gets by. Marquesis now in the 5th position. 4th position now as CPI Alex has officially went into the pits. Tamworth Fox is right now your leader, followed by Foxy Red, Aaron JS, and BSR Marquesis. Foxy Red and Aaron JS, there's a big battle for position here, and BSR Marquesis is going to join in on this, and BSR Marquesis, he gets into Foxy Red, he gets into the Alfa Romeo. There was almost a spin. Where is Foxy Red? What has happened to him? There was no spin. Foxy Red somehow was able to save it, but there's going to be wing damage on that Williams for sure. Aaron JS now battling back very, very hard against that Williams, but the Williams locks up, goes into the corner, and BSR Marquesis is now in the 2nd position, pulling away from the Ferrari, but only just. Everybody chasing the racing point machine of Tamworth Fox right now. Tamworth Fox still has to make a pit stop. Riding on board now with BSR Marquesis as he closes in on that racing point machine. Tamworth Fox goes very, very wide. BSR Marquesis, on the other hand, keeps it on the track. He has the slipstream. He has the DRS. He's going to make a move going into turn 1. Will he be able to make it stick? Yes, he does with relative ease. BSR Marquesis, now your leader once again here in Austria. I don't understand just exactly what happened a lap ago between Foxy Red and BSR Marquesis. It just looked to me like Aaron JS and Foxy Red were running side by side. BSR, knowing he had a faster car, tried to stick his nose in there and maybe make a move. And then there was just contact after that. And how Foxy Red did not spin, I have no idea. But hats off to Foxy Red for the amazing car control there. Unfortunately, though, hats off is not a win, and hats off is not a good position. Foxy Red right now in the 7th position in this race. Sure, he would definitely like to be somewhere else. Of course, the fastest lap has now been set by BSR Marquesis with a 1:07. Tamworth Fox has now officially went into the pits, surrendering the lead, well, actually surrendering the 2nd position as he had already lost the lead. And then just behind him is Partridge 99 exiting the pits. So now everyone has made at least one pit stop here. And the results are as follows. BSR Marquesis in 1st, followed by Aaron JS in the 2nd position. Scopefilter in 3rd. CPI Alex in 4th. Tamworth Fox in 5th. Partridge 99 in 6th. Foxy Red in 7th. TB23 in 8th, and LR Mr. Stim in the 9th position. We also have 3 DNFs of Ben Musket, M. Doran, and White Fountain. Looking at the tires that everyone has decided to fit, apparently there are 2 drivers out there who have not yet made a pit stop. That would be TB23 and Aaron JS. Aaron JS has 15 laps on those medium tires right now. He's running in the 2nd position, but before too long, he's going to have to make a pit stop. I don't think he's going to be able to hang on to it for long, but maybe medium tires are the way to go for him. Maybe he'll be able to make something out of it. It is only lap 16 of 36. So we have about 21 laps to go here in this race. Plenty of time for anything to happen here. As you see a big lockup in that right front from the Williams of VSR Marquesas, but he gets through relatively unscathed. He currently holds a 5.3 second lead over the 2nd place car of Aaron JS, who also has a 7.5 second advantage over the 3rd place car of Scope Builder. VSR Marquesas, another 3-second time penalty. VSR Marquesas, that has to be at least 9 seconds in time penalties thus far. 9 seconds. I've been counting them as they keep popping up on the screen. So when you take the time penalties into consideration, VSR Marquesas may not even be leading. When you think about that, he may not even be able to walk away with this win, despite what has so far been a dominating performance. His best bet is to not obtain any more time penalties and hope that everyone else behind him, in fact, does. Of course, the car closest to him is Aaron JS, who still needs to make a pit stop, so I don't believe he's going to have a lot of pressure from him. Nonetheless, Marquez is absolutely using every bit of racetrack he can. He goes just a little bit in the dirt there just a couple corners ago. He's able to hang on to the car. There's no risk of him spinning right now, at least not from what I'm seeing. But he is just absolutely using every bit of that racetrack. Has someone told him how much of a lead he has? Has someone told him that the Ferrari is almost a full 7 seconds behind him? I mean, he can calm down just a little bit. But, you know, telling a race car driver to slow down is like telling a bird not to fly. It's just something that cannot be done. Going down through the field, of course, you see the Ferrari of Aaron JS in 2nd, Scope Builder and the Renault in 3rd. 4th is the Racing Point of CPI Alex, another Racing Point of Tamworth Fox in the 5th position. 6th is Partridge 99. 7th is the Alfa Romeo of Foxy Red. A lot of bad luck for Foxy Red here today. And he had a fast car. Just a lot of bad luck. Been in a couple incidents already, and it's only 18 laps in. TB23, the Toro Rosso, he is in the 8th position, receiving a lot of pressure right now from the Haas of LR Mr. Stim 96. Mr. Stim, one of 2 drivers who did not get the set of time in qualifying, the other one being Aaron JS 1992. But the Haas gets by the Toro Rosso and almost made it look easy. But the Toro Rosso, he's going to battle back, and battle back very, very hard. But he goes wide and allows the Haas to get back underneath him. They are side by side. The Haas forces the Toro Rosso just a little bit wide into the grass, but they both get away relatively unscathed. I think the Toro Rosso might have returned the favor that time around and forced the Haas just a little bit wide. Going to ride on board now with LR Mr. Stim. This is for the 8th position. He is all on the back bumper of that Toro Rosso. He's going to try to make a move, maybe going into turn 1. He gets a little loose out of that corner. He has to correct. He's definitely lost some time there. He's not going to be able to make the move this time around. Going to ride on board with him, though, until he can try to make the move. Look for him to maybe make the move in turn 3 up here. That really tight right-hander. going to try to make the move a little bit before it and try to complete it in turn 3. Haas on the inside. Toro Rosso of TB23 goes way, way wide. They are still wheel to wheel and side by side. LR Mr. Stim 96 has the advantage right now, and he has the preferred line going into this corner. Toro Rosso tries to outbrake him, really pinches him down hard into that corner. They are still side by side and wheel to wheel. This is an absolutely amazing battle to watch, and it is only for the 8th position. LR Mr. Stim all on the back bumper of that Toro Rosso of TB23. TB23 giving it everything he's got on the defensive. A little bit of contact there with the wheels, but both of them get away relatively unscathed. The Haas goes very, very wide that time around. Another 3-second time penalty for your leader of BSR Marquesas. That's at least 12 seconds now in time penalties. But we will talk about that later as we are still watching this battle between TB23 and LR Mr. Stim. Mr. Stim has the preferred line. He has that advantage going into the corner. He forced the Toro Rosso just a little bit wide that time. There was some minor contact that allowed the Haas to actually get up ahead, but now the Toro Rosso is going to fight back once again. And TB just completely throws it into that corner. He's able to make the pass with just a little bit of contact. No dirty driving here, but definitely some contact. Rubbing is racing, though. Racing is a close quarter sport and at times a contact sport, and they are definitely showing that to us here today. Now this is where LR Mr. Stim has been really, really bad the past 2 laps. He does not get out of that corner very well, but he did that time. That was an amazing exit, and he might actually have this position coming out of turn 1. He's going to try to make the move on that Toro Rosso. Will he be able to make it stick? Yes, he will, but the Toro Rosso fights back hard. TB versus LR Mr. Stim. This is now the 3rd lap of this battle. Only for the 8th position. How they have not wrecked it, I have absolutely no idea. But LR Mr. Stim trying to make a move on the outside, and he pulls a crossover move on TB as TB goes way wide in that corner. He pulled a crossover move. The Haas got back under the Toro Rosso. But now the Toro Rosso fighting back and fighting back hard. They are yet again wheel to wheel. The Toro Rosso on the outside, the Haas on the inside. The Haas gets a little loose out of that corner, allowing the Toro Rosso to get ahead. At least for now, but not so fast, says the Haas of LR Mr. Stim, as he is just completely battling back and battling back hard, putting an enormous amount of pressure on the back bumper of that Toro Rosso of TB23, who is just trying to do everything he possibly can to secure an 8th place finish here tonight. The Haas goes way wide. LR Mr. Stim, 3-second time penalty from the stewards. Surprised that's the only time penalty that these drivers have acquired in this battle alone thus far. Getting a little bit aggressive here. Riding on board now with TB. He's going to try to make a move on the outside, but is he going to try to do a crossover move? There was contact. There was wheel contact yet again. But both drivers get by. No wrecks. Everyone stays on track. TB fighting back again and fighting back very, very hard. Will he be able to complete the pass? These camera angles are absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why. I cannot see anything. That is not my fault. But I am going to call out the game. That is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot see the action. But nonetheless, an amazing battle that we just saw for the 8th position. And I don't believe it's over. Gonna ride on board with Mr. Stim, the only camera angle where we can actually see anything. LR Mr. Stim pulling into the pits now. The battle is officially over, at least for now. TB23 has the 8th position. LR Mr. Stim, 16 laps on those medium tires. Pulling into the pits. Checking back on the lead. Scope Builder has now decreased the gap to BSR Marquesas to only 2.8 seconds. However, it does appear as BSR Marquesas has pitted another time. In fact, about a lap ago he pitted to fit on the medium tires. allowing Scopefielder to close in, but Scopefielder has 12 laps on those hard tires versus only 1 lap on VSR Marquez's medium tires. I don't think things are going to go well for Scopefielder this time around. Looking now at VSR Marquez. Looks very smooth through those S's with those brand new medium tires. A lot of grip there. Now he's coming out of the final corner to complete lap 24. We are now lap 25 of 36, and VSR Marquez has set yet another fastest lap of 1:06.719. VSR Marquez is your fastest lap so far of the race. That gap to Scopefielder just keeps increasing. It was 3 seconds a lap ago. Now it is 5. 5 seconds separates VSR Marquez and Scopefielder, the Williams and the Renault. Foxy Red 2000, a 3-second time penalty handed down from the stewards. Very unfortunate for him. Just pile that onto the bad luck that he has had today. Very unfortunate for that Alfa Romeo. But that's the name of the game in racing sometimes. Riding on board with Scopefielder, normally that's what you would want to see, is absolutely nothing in front of you until you realize that the gap to the leader is just growing with each passing corner. Sure, it's a painful race for Scopefielder. Not sure if he'll be able to make a rebound, as right now we have only 11 laps remaining in this race. If he's going to make a rebound, he's going to have to figure something out soon. But I just don't see it happening, as there was, in fact, and still is a battle for the third position between Partridge, Tamworth Fox, and Aaron JS. Ferrari versus Racing Point versus Mercedes. I bet that's a phrase you never expected to hear. As Tamworth Fox officially gets by the Mercedes of Partridge 99, at least for now. But Partridge 99 is battling back hard. Meanwhile, Aaron JS also battling back. He knows that that is a potential podium right there. Aaron JS goes very, very hard into the corner. No lockup, surprisingly, but nonetheless, he does get by the Mercedes of Partridge 99. Now he has to chase down the Racing Point of Tamworth Fox for that third position. Aaron JS move him up to fourth. This battle is starting. It's slowly starting to space out. Unless, of course, you're Aaron JS, who is just completely driving it hard, trying to get very, very close to that Racing Point of Tamworth Fox. Very good corner by Aaron. Tamworth Fox goes just a little bit wide. No pass for position that time around. Tamworth Fox will hold on to the third position. Aaron JS putting an enormous amount of pressure on the Racing Point, and then he makes a move on the inside. Aaron JS move him to third place, but maybe not for long, as Tamworth Fox in the Racing Point battles back very, very hard. Aaron JS with the advantage, at least for now, but I don't know how long he's going to be able to hold this. The Racing Point, just absolutely amazing here. Very, very fast. And not wanting to surrender third place by any means. Tamworth Fox all on the bumper of Aaron JS, and now he's going to make a move going into turn one. He is on the inside. The Racing Point does have the advantage, but he goes just a little too wide. That allows the Ferrari of Aaron JS to make a move on the inside. Aaron JS retains the third position for now, but he has pressure not just from Tamworth Fox, but also from the Mercedes of Partridge 99, as Tamworth Fox in the Racing Point machine has made the pass on Aaron JS. Aaron JS going to try to defend, and yes, he does. He's going to defend. He's going on the outside into this corner, going to drive it in really, really hard, but he will not walk away with the position out of this corner. He goes just a little bit wide as Tamworth Fox uses up every bit of racetrack that he possibly can. Tamworth Fox in the racing point, now in the third position. Lap 28 of 36. Everybody chasing VSR Marquez in the first position. Scopefielder in second. This is a battle for third that you are watching right now. Tamworth Fox in the third position. Aaron JS in the Ferrari. He is in fourth. Partridge 99 not far behind, waiting to pounce if any of these drivers make a mistake. Aaron JS thought about making a move into turn one, but then he thought better of it, just not close enough this time around. Maybe he'll be able to set up a pass going into turn 3 or turn 4. Will not set up a pass in 3, maybe in 4 if he can get a good exit off of this corner. He got a decent exit, but Tamworth Fox is just a little bit faster than him. Aaron has the DRS, but it's not going to do him any good this time around. He does get close, but not enough to even try to make a move on that Racing Point machine. Aaron JS going to have to settle for the 4th position, at least for now. Tamworth Fox, though, completely in defensive mode as he knows that that Ferrari wants the position back and will do just about anything to get it. Also, I will note that Tamworth Fox is on medium tires, 14 lap old medium tires, mind you, versus Aaron JS's 8 laps old soft tires. That actually evens out. They cancel each other out by that logic approximately. So tire condition is more or less the same between these two drivers. Or should I say 3 drivers, as there is 15 laps on Partridge 99's medium tires as well. So maybe that's why we're seeing them run so close together, as now Tamworth Fox makes another move on the inside, trying to get by Aaron JS. They are side by side and wheel to wheel going into turn 4. Who will walk out of this corner with the advantage? It will be Aaron JS. There was a little bit of contact maybe between him and Tamworth Fox. I do not know. But a bad corner from Tamworth Fox now puts him at risk at losing another position to Partridge 99 in that Mercedes that is just behind him. Riding on board with Partridge 99, you see Aaron JS and Tamworth Fox fighting and battling out very, very hard in front of you. Of course, this is what Partridge wants to see. Actually, what he'd really love to see is both of these drivers maybe get into a wreck and, go off the track. That way he can inherit that 3rd position. But without that happening, he wants to see them battling and battling hard, because that allows him to do what he just did and get very close to that racing point and maybe try to set up a pass here in another turn or 2. Aaron JS completely on defensive mode now as Tamworth Fox is really trying to get by. Not able to make it happen, at least not yet. Aaron JS is absolutely stunning right now, driving the wheels off of that car. But for that matter, so is Tamworth Fox, not giving an inch, not giving a millimeter. Tamworth Fox has the DRS. He's going to try to make the move on the inside of Aaron JS going into turn 1. Will they be able to make it stick? Tamworth Fox right now with the position, and he will not hold that position going into turn 3, at least not very easily, as Aaron JS is battling back very, very hard, and he is on the inside. He has the advantage going into this next corner. There's a little bit of contact, but Aaron JS walks away with the 3rd position out of that corner. Lap 32 of 36 now. VSR Marquez is still ahead of this race. Ferrari versus Racing Point versus Mercedes. A 3-way battle for the 3rd position. This is probably what seems to be the 20th lap of this battle, when realistically it's probably only the 3rd. but this battle's been going on for so long. It's quite entertaining. I'm loving it here. Tamworth Fox, like I said, just not giving a millimeter. None of these three drivers are. They are just using up every bit of racetrack they possibly can. They have not wrecked. Obviously, they have not wrecked yet. It could happen. I don't want it to happen. I love this racing here. It's nice, clean, hard racing. This is what I like to see. This is what we need to see. There's a bad corner right there from Tamworth Fox. That's going to allow Partridge to get underneath of him. Partridge in the Mercedes now moves up into the 4th position. Tamworth Fox all the way back in 5th. I think that his tires are wearing out. I think Tamworth Fox just used up his tires, and now he is paying the price for it. He is just completely dropping like a rock. Aaron JS still in the 3rd position. Partridge 99. Trying to make a run on that Ferrari. But behind him is still the Racing Point of Tamworth Fox. Lap 34 of 36 now. VSR Marquez is still ahead of this race, and by quite a lot, 14 seconds over the 2nd place of Scopefielder. Right now we are watching a battle for the 3rd and 4th positions. Aaron JS is comfortably in 3rd, at least for the moment, as Partridge 99 in the Mercedes has a bumper full, a mirror full of that pink Racing Point. And the Racing Point of Tamworth Fox trying to make a move on the outside. Will he be able to make it stick? No, he will not. Partridge now making a move underneath the Ferrari of Aaron. Move Partridge up into 3rd position. He clears him, and now Tamworth Fox getting underneath the Ferrari of Aaron JS. Aaron JS, in a matter of just 2 corners, has went from the 3rd position to the 5th position. I don't know how that even happened. Apparently, Aaron JS, a really bad corner in turn 3. Because you saw Partridge 99 just stick his nose in there and completely drive away. Lap 35 of 36 now. Partridge in command of this battle for the 3rd position. As you see on your screen, Aaron JS went just a little bit wide there out of that final corner. 2 laps to go. Partridge 99 in 3rd. Tamworth Fox in 4th. Aaron JS in 5th. Scopefielder in the 2nd position, and every single driver chasing that Williams of VSR Marquez, who is just out front with an astonishing lead of 15 seconds. Now Tamworth Fox has made a move on Partridge 99. This battle just will not let up whatsoever. Partridge 99 going to try to bounce back here, maybe make a move on Tamworth Fox. Aaron JS still in this battle, don't count him out. Now lap 36, it is the white flag in the air. VSR Marquez is your leader. But we are very much worried about this battle as Partridge 99, he gets way loose and gets into the wall. Partridge 99 had a potential for a podium finish here, but he got loose, lost it in that corner, and spun across the track into the wall. Partridge 99, his day is done. He will have to settle for the 7th position, and it is now the last lap of this race. VSR Marquez is still very much in command of the race. Aaron JS is 1.1 seconds behind Tamworth Fox. I think Tamworth Fox has a hold on that 3rd position right now as we ride on board with VSR Marquez, who just has to complete about 2 more corners, and he will be your winner, save for any time penalties that he may have acquired. Rounding the final corner right now, VSR Marquez is in the Williams. Checkered flag out. VSR Marquez crosses the line in the 1st position. Scopefielder 17 seconds behind him. LR Mr. Stim has set the fastest lap with a 1:06.641. LR Mr. Stim, the fastest driver of this session thus far. Scopefielder will cross the line in 2nd, and he finishes in 2nd. VSR Marquez is officially your winner here for the 1st race of the Equal League This has been the Austrian Grand Prix. Third position goes to Aaron JS somehow, as Tamworth Fox did not hold on to that third position. That may have been because of time penalties. In fact, yes, it was. You see Tamworth Fox physically in front of Aaron JS, but not on the board. And there you have it. What an exciting race. What an exciting way to start our season, our Invictus Racing League F1 Equal Performance season. Congratulations to all the drivers. Congratulations to VSR Marquesas, who just put on a stunningly dominating performance here tonight. Of course, this race definitely had its fair share of bad luck as well. Foxy Red 2000, he finishes all the way back, and I believe it was the 7th position, maybe the 6th position. We will see here in momentarily. I will read it down for you, but he started out front. But there was some contact between him and Partridge 99, and then some contact between him and VSR, causing him to drop all the way down to the 6th position, because Partridge 99, who had a potential at a podium, lost it on that final lap, or second to final lap rather, causing him to go back down all the way to the 7th position. But this is your official result for the Austrian Grand Prix. VSR Marquesas in first, Scope Builder in second, Aaron JS 1992 in third, Tamworth Fox in fourth, CPI Alex in fifth, Foxy Red in sixth, Partridge 99 in seventh, TB 23 in eighth, LR Mr. Stem, our fastest lap of the race, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th, Ben Musket, M. Doran, and White Fountain. All three of those DNFs. Unfortunate for them, but it is the name of the game. There will be no interview with the winning driver, as there has, as I mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast, been a lot of issues, technical issues, to where I cannot speak to a lot of these drivers in the lobby. I cannot accept their invites. It's really, really weird. Been trying to figure that out, but because of technical difficulties, no post-race interviews, no interview with the driver. But congratulations to VSR Marquesas on this win here today. And next week is Monaco. Monaco is next week, and that's going to be a nail-biter. That is going to be a very exciting race. Monaco, the second race of the season. So I will see you next week for the Invictus Racing League F1 Equal Performance Series. My name is Tim. Have a good day, good morning, or good night, wherever you are joining us in this wonderful world. And until next week, bye-bye.